watch her. Three more to go in that women's shot put final. This is the men's discus throw decider, F11 to F13. Lofty and Areki from Iran, Chang of Chinese Taipei, and Al-Saidi of Iraq.
The women's shot put F56-57 is underway at the minute. From the UAE, Siham Al-Rashidi currently leading with a
Chang Chi-Chung, one to very much watch here. Just about everybody involved here, very heavily medalled. Obviously, if you weren't with us at the start, the weather has been very, very poor in Dubai today. Now, a lot of you watching live around the world, be it online or elsewhere, you will not have got the first 30 minutes of this session. There have been major storms today in Dubai, very heavy thunderstorms, heavy rain, lasting around 6-7 hours. It caused major flooding in the city. From what I can see, a few routes were blocked earlier, but also meant this is a very open stadium in Dubai, as all stadiums here are, so everything got saturated. We did get off on time here, which was very good, but after a couple of hours of mopping up, I think everything is back, has been functioning okay, and on time.
Start list then for the men's discus throw F11 through to 13, representing the Islamic Republic of Iran, Aryan Lotfi, followed up by Chen.
Second throw in the women's shot put final.
Representing Iran, Mahdi Al-Saadi, and also from the Islamic Republic of Iran, Nur Mohammed Ariki.
Representing Mongolia, the reigning Asian Games champion in the javelin and the shot. She's actually going to throw next. It's going to be before her, Amini Nogurani. So here she comes, Amini Nogurani, the reigning gold medalist in the javelin and the shot of the Asian Games. Former tennis international for Iran. Everything obviously having to be wiped down as well, and it'll be like that. It's still very, very wet underfoot in the Dubai Police Stadium. Officially the temperature 19 Celsius, but really feels a lot more like 10 or 11. That's a good solid throw. Now this is a points event. Couple of practice throws to get away. That's even further. Now she's set herself up well here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the women's discus throw F37-38.
This is the men's visually impaired discus as well, just to get underway, and that's flown out to the sector.
Apologies, we'll have the victory ceremony.
Lofty of Iran with the first attempt, but that will be red flagged. He was the silver medalist in the discus at the Asian Games 2 years ago at Incheon, and he was 4th in the shot. But Chiang Chi-chung of Chinese Taipei, who's next to throw, is the man to watch out for in that.
Silver medalist, representing Iran, Hamid Islami.
So the men's 5,000 metres T11 victory ceremony. Hamid Islami with the silver, having claimed silver in the Asian Games in this 5,000 metres and the 1,500 2 years ago, and another here.
Gold medalist and Asia and Oceania champion, representing China, Zhang Zhen.
But it's Shang Chen with his guides, Wang Haozhu and Lin Yubo. The two guides that he had yesterday, who take the honours here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you're able for the national anthem of China.
China's 3rd gold of the Games. They were the most successful nation in Doha, and they're picking up a good amount of medals here in Dubai also. So the women's shot put final, Armenia's taking the lead with throws of 796 and 783. She's on 625 points, with Al Rashidi down in second, 400 points behind. 767, ever decreasing circles, but still well out in front, the reigning Asian Games shot and javelin champion. Again, it's a really serious throw from Amini.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the women's discus throw F37, 38 and 44. Please welcome the medalists.
Now, is that an improvement on the 796 that she had in the opening round? It is, it's 8 meters 10, and that's a new Asian record for Amini. 651 points. Great throwing in the women's shot, and now the victory ceremony for the women's discus throw across F37, 38 and 44. This points event 2.
Bronze medalist representing Japan, Fumiko Takado.
It was 4th in the shot in the Asian Games 2 years ago and 5th in the discus, but it is bronze for Fumiko Takado for Japan here.
Silver medalist representing Thailand,
Wanaladi with the silver medal for Thailand. Ran our eventual winner somewhat close. Just couldn't edge into the top spot in the end.
Gold medalist and Asia and Oceania champion representing Papua New Guinea, Regina Edward.
Good victory for Oceania and Papua New Guinea. Regina Edward taking the honours. Even at the IAAF World Athletics Championships last year, they'd very small representation. I actually think they just had one athlete there. I met his coach on top of the Great Wall of China. And Papua New Guinea gaining a gold medal here in Dubai. Regina Edward is the IPC Athletics Asia-Oceania champion for Papua New Guinea. Excellent result for Papua New Guinea. They have the continental champion in Regina Edward. So now the first track final of the day after a lot of field events, and it's the men's 100 meters T36, one of the cerebral palsy categories. 4 go in this final. We could feasibly have another Hong Kong 1-2 in this. They have the athletes for it at least. Well, this is the main stand here at the Dubai Police Stadium. I think the main stand is about 5,000 or 6,000 capacity. It's a very good venue, actually. But all of the rigging that you can see on the side of the stadium here all had to be taken down during the very strong storms that were here earlier. So now Hong Kong with quite a bit of very good representation here. Yuen Ka Kin is in lane 3. Lane 4 for China, major championship debut for Yang Yifei. Lane 5, Chan Wing Sum.
Well, the men's 100-meter T36 final set to get underway in about 2 minutes here.
And for Malaysia, in lane 8, Mohammed Ridzuan Mohammed Pusi.
The People's Republic of China, Yang Yifei. Also representing Hong Kong in lane 5, Chan Wing Sum, and the current Asia record holder, representing Malaysia, Mohammed Pusi, a time.
Well, he holds the Asian record, a 12:01 set of the World Championships in Doha back in October. Mohammed Pusi. It's the reigning 100 meters world champion. Finished 4th in the 2. He was also in the long jump as well, you might remember. Finished 11th in that. It's the reigning Asian Games long jump champion. So Mini leading 8 meters 10, as we told you about, and the last 2 throws were fouls. So she's in the gold medal position at the moment in the shot put. So the final of the men's 100 meters, T36. It's Yuen of Hong Kong in 3, Yang of China in 4, Chan of Hong Kong in 5, and Mohammed Pusi, the world champion in Malaysia, in lane 6. Yuen finished 6th in the 100 meters final at the Asian Games in Incheon. And Chan was 8th. Mohammed Pusi was actually in 2nd place in that. Came back to be world champion. That Asian record from Doha, 12:01, which isn't far outside the world record of Evgeny Svetkov of Russia from the World Championships in Lyon in 2013. So Yuen, Yang, Chan and Mohammed Pusi, the final of the men's 100 meters. And away they go, and it's a good start by Chan, but now here comes Mohammed Pusi straightening up, and away he goes. He's well in his stride. He's going to be the continental champion, the world champion, absolutely flying. It's going to be a very good victory for him. It's 12:46 on this wet track in Dubai, and Mohammed Pusi takes the honours again. Very good show. It's another gold medal for him. And you can't say much better than that. Look at the blinding start, though, by Chan Wing Sum alongside him. And then, what, 15, 20 meters? Bang! Away he went. No stopping the Malaysian. Very strong, smooth and fast. And it's Yang in 2nd for China. But Mohammed Pusi was well ahead of the rest. So Mohammed Pusi takes the honours, 12:44 the winning time, with Yang quite a bit down in the end. Nobody else in shot for the photo finish. That tells its own story. So Mohammed Pusi wins 12:44 with Yang in 2nd place for China, 13.43, and Chan, the first of the Hong Kong athletes, taking the bronze in 14:28.
In just a few minutes' time, the men's 100-meter T37, the start list looking like this. In lane 1,
So this is Tsektarai Gendanjaja of Mongolia, sets over first throw in the final of the women's shot put. Silver in the shots at the Asian Games 2 years ago, 5th in the discus, and started competing in 2012. And getting herself settled in for the competition. So it's Chang, the favourite in this edition of the men's discus. Javelin, he's been very good at it in the past. He's been twice Paralympic Games champion in Sydney in 2000 and in Athens 2004, was world champion in Lille in 2002 and in Lyon in 2013. Switched now to the discus as well, and he won bronze in that in the Asian Games in Incheon 2 years ago. It's beginning to rain again here, by the way, which is a slight worry, hopefully not as strongly as we saw earlier. Chang's first round throw, 33-17. Noor Mohammed Reki with an Asian record, 33.55 earlier. That was 32.80 for Chang, so it doesn't improve, and it's a points event, so 607 for him. He's 173 behind Reki at the moment. So the men's 100 metres T37 final, and included in this Asian Games bronze medalists from 2 years ago, Amanat Kalkayev, a couple of interesting Pakistan athletes in Haider Ali and Muhammad Awais. So Mahdi El Saidi with a throw of 24.97 for Iraq. So Alakhani Fadaneba of Iran in lane 1 of this men's 100 metres final. Lane 2, Yalaman Jolaman, who like Alakhani, it's a major championship debut for him too. Amanat Kalkayev, bronze in the 1 and 2 in the Asian Games 2 years ago in Incheon. That's a Heart of Japan in 4, Said Alwani of Saudi Arabia in lane 5. It's Sapet Sewang of Thailand in lane 6. Former long jump silver medalist in lane 7, Haider Ali, and Muhammad Awais as well. Awais bronze in the javelin in the Asian Games, and that's a faulty start, so it will be reset. The Japanese Detahata had actually got off very well. Awais had gone out in the heats of the 100 metres last year in Oman in the World Championships. So it doesn't look as if anybody... Well, yes, there has been, actually. Zolomon has been penalised. Red card for him. He's obviously had all the blame put on him by the judges. You can see Alakhani just has the arm up for the time being, just to delay this for a couple of moments. So 4 major championship medalists in this, but Zolomon, the 21-year-old from Kazakhstan, on his championship debut, has been false started here, I'm afraid. So a gap in lane 2 with Zolomon gone. Alakhani then in a lane of his own, alongside, separated from the rest. A quick explanation for the judges to Alakhani. Just a little bit of resetting now. You can see a lot of dampness on the track there, which obviously won't affect the sprints, but might do for the longer races later on. There's still quite a bit wet underfoot. Obviously the track would have dried out a little bit. The rain would have stopped just approximately 2 hours ago. So the women's shot put, Gendon Jara's moved herself up into the silver medal position with a 6:29 in the second round. She's had 3 throws already. That's 298 points.
From this race for a full start, we will get underway with the men's 100-meter T37 final in just a moment. A lot more to look forward to as well.
And that, at the moment, by about 80 points, puts her ahead of the third placer, Siham Al-Rashidi, with Firmini still to throw. 673 moves her even further up, but stays in second place. 384 points, that is. So she's still about 270 behind our leader Amini of Iran, who was the one to watch going into it, and it remains that way. So what's improvements to come with her final 2 throws? That's a major divot. Again, looks around the same mark, really. That's a foul. Not missing anything with the 100 metres at the moment. Everybody's been given an opportunity to warm up again after the full start. So what can she do with her final throw, Gendon Jara? Doesn't look enough. 3 no throws she's had so far. Well, something around 7 meters would certainly push her up. .673 her best, so an improvement maybe of 30-40 centimeters might give her a great prospect. 8:10 is the leading target at the moment from Amini. Doesn't look to have gone out that far. And that was her shortest to date, 5:45, but it is silver at the moment for Gendon Jara. Our leader remains Amini. Yes, issues, it looks, with the starting gun.
1 and 2. We'll also head to the field, the men's javelin throw F33 and 34, as well as the men's discus throw F11 through to 13 medal ceremony. That's all coming up in the next hour.
So all ready then for the final of the men's 100 meters, T37. Alakani Fadanbone of Iran in 1. Zoloman of Kazakhstan full started. Lane 2 is then MT3. Kalkiev of Kazakhstan, bronze in the 1 and the 2 in the Asian Games 2 years ago. Tetahata of Japan in 4. Alwani of Saudi Arabia in 5, Sewang of Thailand in 6, silver in the 1 and the 4 in the last Asian Games. Haider Ali of Pakistan in 7, silver in the long jump. Well, it looks like 2 have gone away here, and it's happened again, I'm afraid. Now, I wonder if that was just a testing shot, and it's got a couple of athletes out here, I'm afraid. Not everybody was ready. So we're moving for a third go.
Some slight technical problems with the athletes not being able
It's quite unfortunate, I fear. I think actually some speakers may not have been working behind the blocks, and so as a result, not all athletes heard the gun, but then I think they were just setting it up, and it was just a testing shot, which some took to be the start of the race. Well, there's a red card here again for Sewang of Thailand. So he too has been disqualified.
Second disqualification in the race. Sakdeep Saiwan of Thailand now out of the men's 100 meter T37, along with Kazakhstan athlete Yilman Zolan.
I just stepped down, and then the starting gun. So for the third time, the final of the men's 100 meters, Alakani of Iran in 1, Kalkiev of Kazakhstan in 3, Tetahaya of Japan in 4, Alwani of Saudi Arabia. We are underway finally, and it's Tetahata of Japan who's out in front, but now Kalkiev of Kazakhstan straightening up alongside him, and Kalkiev is coming through to take the lead, and it's the victory for Kalkiev of Kazakhstan. I think Alwani came through in second place, and Tetahata, who led for a lot of that, in the end was run out of it into third place, and it was 13.15, the unofficial winning time of that. And Amanat Kalkayev, who won bronze in the 1 and the 2 in the last Asian Games. It was a good start by Detohata, but he couldn't keep it going. And Kalkayev straightened up very well, and I think Alwani probably just caught Detohata on the line. Good win and gold for Kazakhstan. And Alwani just edged it on the line by 0.02 of a second. Just caught on the line was the Japanese Detohata, so Kalkayev is the continental champion. .13.14 the rounded down time, and in the third time of asking, victory for Kalkayev. So Kalkayev with a victory, 13.14. Alwani in second place, 13.31. And Detohata in third, 13.33. And that was the edging for Alwani on the line. Championship debut. So 2 heats of the men's 100 metres T11 coming up, with the race winner and the next 2 fastest losers advancing to the final. And in this first heat of the men's 100 metres, we've got the reigning 100 champion in Yang Chanhui of Chinese Taipei, and the reigning 2 and the 4 Asian Games champion from Thailand, Kitsana Yorchi. That's Yang in the yellow, 3.36. Gold in the 100 metres in Incheon at the Asian Para Games, and bronze in the long jump. Chinese Taipei finished 4th in the 4x1. In the World Championships in Doha in October, he finished 6th in the long jump. 3.15, Kitsana Yorchui. 1 gold in the 200 and the 400 at the Asian Games, and silver in the 100 final behind Yang.
Chinese Taipei in lane 5, Yang Chuan-Hee, and also from Thailand in lane 7, Thiraphon Wantbach. That'll be followed up with heat 2. From Indonesia, Abdul Yalamunte in lane 3, in lane 5 from the Islamic.
So Kitsana Yorchi,
and in lane 7 from
alongside Pachai Shrikhampan, his guide, Yang Chuan-Hui with his guide, Wang Te-Tseng for Chinese Taipei. And the championship debutante in lane 7 for Thailand is Piraborn Watbok, alongside his guide Suns Aungkai. This is Femini, meanwhile, for Indonesia in the final of the women's shot put, as she tries to make ground right at the end, and she's an F56, so this is where the points come into play. Won't be able to throw as far. She finished 5th in the discus at the last Asian Games, 8th in the javelin, and 10th in the shot. Couple of test throws and a flag with her first counted. Femini needs to exceed 219 points out of her throw in order to get into the medals. That's been measured this time, so it's a more successful throw for Femini. And it's how her results will be interpreted, which will be the key thing. If she has a big shot at getting a medal, we'll keep you updated with how that went. But now the first heat of the men's 100 meters T11. It's Yorchi in 3, Yang in 5, and Watbok in 7. Thailand, Taipei, and Thailand. T11, so total visual impairment. Only the winner automatically through to the final. And they are away. It's a very good start by Kitsana Yorchi of Thailand in 3, and Yang, the reigning Asian Games champion, in 2nd place. But Yorchi looks as if he's going to take it, and he will, just ahead of Yang, with Watbok in 3rd place. 12:42, the unofficial winning time. And the other two will have to sweat it out. It's the next two fastest losers who advance to the final, and they may all come from the 2nd heat. Good rhythm, and Shrikant Pan, his guide, letting him go at the right time to let him come through and win. Just slightly off the pace was Yang, but may still have done enough to go through. We'll have to wait for the 2nd heat to determine that. Yeah, just marginally as well, wasn't it? Actually, I think a lot tighter than we first gave credit for. Well, it's an excellent photo of the stadium as it was 15 years ago for a major track meeting here, in the main stand on the far side wasn't there, and in fact nothing was. There were no buildings you could see in the horizon. So the start list for the 2nd heat of the men's 100 meters T11 features the bronze medalist from the 100 meters of the Asian Games, Abdul Dalamunti of Indonesia, who finished 4th in the 200, and Yakut Puntong of Thailand, who finished 4th in the 100 meters final.
And the next two fastest will advance to the final of the men's 100 meter T11.
I can tell you, by the way, that first heat has been given as a dead heat between Yorchi and Yang, so they both qualify for the final. They both won, so they're both there, which means that the winner of this goes through, and then just the next fastest loser. Only one fastest loser will make it. You could see in the photo finish for the first race that there was no discernible dividing line between Yorchi and Yang, and that's because there wasn't. 12.40 for both, and Watbok 12.48 is hanging by a thread to see how these do here. So here is Jacket Youngpong, who as a long jumper has finished 6th and 9th at Paralympic Games and was 4th in this 100 metres at the Asian Games in Incheon 2 years ago. Dalamunti in 3 for Indonesia. His guide is Emmanuel Permana Ankar. Lane 5, Arash Khazravi of Iran with his guide Javan Magashi. And in lane 7, Jacket Puntong for Thailand with his guide Panya Mukamjai. So a dead heat between Yorchi and Yang, and they both go through to the final. Both with 12.40. So we have 2 finalists. And there's only one fastest loser that now will make it. Obviously, if there's a dead heat in this, there'll be no fastest losers going through. So Dalamunti in 3, Khazravi in 5, Puntong in 7. And for the fastest loser, as it now is 12.48 the target. Only the winner definitely through, but the second placer faster than 12.48 will make it too. So way first time, what a storming start in the middle from Khazravi of Iran, just edging it from Dalamunti at the moment. Khazravi coming through for Iran in the middle lanes, and it will be him. 12.01, that was very fast, so Dalamunti may well have made it also in second place in this heat, with Puntong in third place. 12.01 the unofficial winning time for Arash Khazravi, the 22-year-old in his major championship debut. And that's been rounded down to 12 seconds dead. Started very well, very effectively. Dalamunti pushing on all the time. Not much of a margin between those two, so he'll have made it certainly. 0.4 of a second faster than the winning heat prior to this. And they will both go through, I'm sure, first and second here. Puntong of Thailand a little bit back in the end, third place on the left of your picture. A victory going to Khazravi in 12 seconds.
Before we get to the Heat 2 results of the men's 100 metre T11 from Heat 1, we've got both Kitana Georgiou of Thailand and Chinese Taipei Yang Chuan He, the time of 12.40, qualifying through to the final. Just waiting on those results of the Heat 2. The current world record holder of the T11, held by David Brown of the United States of America, taken in 2014 in Walnut, California, a time of 10.92. The Asian record, Zuli of China, taken at London 2012. Just off that was 11.16.
So just to update you on that women's shot put final in the end, the F56-57 victory it was for Amini of Iran. Asian record of 8 meters 10. with Genanjara of Mongolia taking the silver, and Famini of Indonesia did take the bronze in the end, and the throw we saw was 5 meters 16, put her on to 309 points. She wasn't that far away in the end actually from the silver medal, with Ara Shidi of the United Arab Emirates in fourth. This is the men's club throw, F31, 32 and 51, and we've seen Ali Al-Sakar of Saudi Arabia take the lead, all 6 throws at once in this. 16 meters 62, 124 points. And this is Amit Kumar of India, who will have all of his 6 throws in a row also. Kumar with silver at the World Championships last year. Former hockey international. And he's in the lead, 23-71, equating to 821 points. This again going down to points, as it's a multi-category event. And he's improved on it further with his second throw, 23-77. 824 points. He's well clear of Al-Sakar in second. Looking like measurement issues for Kumar. That's come up as 16:57, which is 7 meters shy of his first 2 throws.
Still to come though, from the United Arab Emirates, Zayed Al-Hathi, also from Saudi Arabia, Rafi Al-Hathi. From Kuwait, Mohammed Nasser, also from the UAE, Humaid Al-Hamadi. Representing India, Peridanu Kotinti, and from China, Song Wei.
So now he can finally get through to his final 3 throws. So he's got his club back, so now he can throw again. Now needs a vast improvement of what he did last time around, and I think that might just be it. He is our leader at the moment, Amit Kumar. Ali Al-Sakar's already thrown. Kumar is our current leader, also in this. Al-Hathi, the United Arab Emirates from Abu Dhabi, finished 14th in the club throw at the Asian Games 2 years ago. Katintian's also a table tennis international for India. So Kumar has had a couple of 20 meters efforts since that low 16:57. And the final throw, well, do you take that as being a little bit better for him? Maybe it is. I don't think the song they're playing is the most appropriate. Not even withstanding the fact it's Phil Collins, I wish it would rain down. We've had enough of that today. Kumar then is our leader, 23.77 is his best so far, and that equates to 824 points to date in this competition. It's a nice dry day here finally, which is welcome. That's the branding we've had for the stadium. You can see the few specks of rain still coming down a little bit here. Thankfully now just a little.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's 100-meter T36. Please welcome the medalists.
So the first of the medal ceremonies for today's events, and this is the men's 100 metres T38.
Accompanied by Mr. Roger Gensman, the head of competition for the IPC Athletics Technical Committee. Bronze medalist, representing Hong Kong, Chan Wing-sum.
Chan Wing-sum of Hong Kong with the bronze medal here. Vast improvement on the 8th place finish in the Asian Games in Incheon in 2014.
Silver medalist, representing China, Yang Yefei.
Yang Yefei of China in his major championship debut, picking up a silver medal here, which is very good going. There would be only one winner here. One prime candidate ahead of the rest.
Gold medalist and Asia and Oceania champion, representing Malaysia, Mohammed Puzi.
He's the world champion and now he's the continental champion too for Asia and Oceania. Mohammed Puzi of Malaysia, 12:46. He's the Asian record holder and he was very close to that world record in Doha in October at the World Championships.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you're able for the national anthem of Malaysia.
So another gold in Dubai for Malaysia.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Malaysia
the
involving
Oceania Championship
enjoying a very good
medalists.
games here. Their third gold medal of the week, and only Iran have won more. Mohammed Pouzi, the world champion, doing it again. Back to the club throw where Amit Kumar leads for India with his throw of 23.77. There are 3 different categories in this. As a result, it is points all the way in the club throw, and obviously different techniques as well. This will be going over the shoulder of Humaid El Hamadi. Finished 13th in the World Championship finals in Doha last year. 8 gold medals for Iran now. 14 medals in total. Joint best medals with Japan, and 5 more golds than anyone else.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's 100-meter T37.
So the T37 men's 100 meters victory ceremony, and glory here going to Kazakhstan.
Bronze medalist representing Japan, Nozomu Detohata.
Nozomu Detohata of Japan taking the bronze medal here. Really tight between the top 3, only 1800ths of a second between bronze and gold.
Representing Saudi Arabia, Saud Alwani.
Saud Alwani taking the silver medal. 13.31 edged out Detohata. Detohata did lead for a long time, but fell back to bronze pretty much on the line, with Saud Alwani taking the silver medal.
Representing Kazakhstan,
and victory for Kazakhstan for Amanat Kalkayev. 3rd major championship medal after bronzes, 2 of them in Incheon at the Asian Games. It's gold here in Dubai for Amanat Kalkayev.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you're able for the national anthem of Kazakhstan.
And Kazakhstan take the gold. They do compete in European football, but They are an Asian athletics nation. Amanat Kalkaev staging in ahead of Saad Alwani with Tahata claiming the bronze. As I was saying, 15, 16 years ago when they had a major police athletics championships here, none of that in the background was here. There was no grandstand on the far side. All the hotels around have only gone up in the past 10 years. You can actually see the metro from the main stand here as well, and that's only gone up in the last 2 or 3 years. So Al Hamadi, the United Arab Emirates, into the silver medal position with a 21.04 throw, but he's just come up with 336 points. He's well behind, 500 points behind our leader from India, Amit Kumar. This is his 5th round throw.
يتصدر هذه المسابقة إلى حد الآن الهندي أميت كومار بمجموع نقاط 824 نقطة.
Well, he's a different category to Amit Kumar. (20 meters 70) doesn't improve anyway. Final round throw. Can he improve? Well, he's got a lot of height on that. Has he got the distance?
وحققت رقم آسيوي جديد فيما حقق مواطنها نور محمد أركي من فئة F11 في رمي القوس 35 متر و16 سنتيمتر.
He's in the silver medal position for now, and that will do nicely for him.
IPC Athletics Asia-Oceania Championships. First of all,
13th in the World Championships last year, the man from Abu Dhabi, 2046, so his best was that 4th round throw, and it puts him in the silver medal position for now, behind Amit Kumar.
and fellow countryman Noor Mohammed Ariki as well in the men's discus throw at 11 through to 13 with a 35.16. Congratulations to the athletes.
بدأت أيضا الآن مسابقة رمي الرمح لفئات 33 34 رجال بمشاركة 3 أبطال.
The sun's out now, the light's obviously coming on. We're going to hit twilight very soon and darkness falling very quickly here in the Emirates. So victory for Amini Nagurani of Iran and the women's shot put at 56 and 57 with that Asian record of 8 meters 10, with Gendan Daja of Mongolia in 2nd place and Famini of Indonesia in 3rd. She threw less than Al Rashidi, but it's a dual category event, so it goes down to points, and Famini taking the bronze.
الجائزة الكبرى بمسافة قدرها 21 متر و42 سنتيمتر. إذا نتوقع مسابقة مشوقة هذا المساء ومنافسة شديدة بين الأبطال الآسيويين.
Another victory for Iran, area record for Noor Mohammed Kareki in the men's discus throw, F11 to 13, and he just edged it by 6 centimeters ahead of Chiang of Chinese Taipei. Ariane Lofty of Iran was 3rd.
Representing the Islamic Republic of Iran, and from the Emirates, Ahmed Al-Husseini. Men's javelin throw F33 and 34 set.
So next the men's javelin, F33 and 34, and there's 3 in this from the United Arab Emirates, Malaila Halahi and Ahmed Al-Huzani. It's just practice throws for now. But this is an event which we're expecting may heat up a little later. I can tell you, by the way, in the women's shot put F44 final, another gold medal for Regina Edwards. She has won this. She won gold yesterday. And it's her second gold for Papua New Guinea in the games. 8 meters 60 to 7:27. So fantastic games for horse so far, and for Papua New Guinea, having won the discus yesterday. Takado had won the bronze in that event, but finishing second to her here.
In lane 6, rounding out the athletes, a world record, T43. Currently standing at 45.39, the Asian record, 1 minute 14.17, held by Vikas Dagar of India. That was taken in 2014 in Tunisia.
Well, we've got another final coming up very shortly. On the track, the men's 400 metres T44, followed by the women's 800 T20 and the men's 800 T20. Very tight 3-hour schedules here per day. But here's the first throw then in the men's javelin, and it's Malayla of the United Arab Emirates. But here is the 4 in the final of the men's 400 metres T44. And away we go. They certainly aren't hanging around here. It's Heterachichi in 3 for Sri Lanka, Bhaskar of Indonesia, India in 4, Wagigo of Indonesia in 5, and Gunasekharan of India in lane 6. Gunasekharan has got off very well. He finished 6th in the 1 and the 200 metres at the Asian Games. There was a silver in the 4 for Wagigo of Indonesia. But at the moment he's looking back in second place. Gunasekharan's gone off very well. He's a former cross-country runner. You might expect him to fare well in the longer events. But Gunasekharan is straightening up here, and he's got a huge lead, which he's trying to maintain. Locally, they call him the Blade Runner in India. Well, he's on the way through to victory here. It's Gunasekharan who's coming through to get the win, and he has. Gunasekharan wins 54.69. Second place, Heterachichi of Sri Lanka, with Bhaskar of India in 3rd place. And, well, Wagigo, who won the silver in the 4 at the Asian Games and reached the final of the World Championships, is down in 4th place here. Anandan Gunasekharan is the continental champion, and every reason to be beaming here. That was really, really impressive. He blitzed the rest of the field very well, and he might be a man for us to watch out for at the Paralympic Games in Rio. He did brilliantly. Comes through to win, and that is a new Asian record, 54.67, and he won by a margin of 2 seconds. 54.67 the winning time, and he almost was 2 seconds clear of Heterachichi. 56.46 in second place, and Bhaskar in 3rd, and Wagigo of Indonesia run out of it. The one who we would have thought if anybody was going to blitz the field, then it would have been him. Instead, he was blitzed. Men's javelin throw, F33-34. Malayla of the United Arab Emirates, our best throw so far. It's a dual category event again, so it goes down to points. His best throw of 14.43 so far, the only throw that's registered actually. 384 points for him. That's the standard the rest have to match. Malayla with the bronze and the shot put at the Asian Games in Incheon. Quite a few of this field multi-throwers, not just the javelin but the shot and the discus as well. Malayla having Hassan Ali Malayla having competed earlier in the week in the men's discus but finishing outside of the medals. $14.53, an improvement. It goes up to 392 points.
Women's 800-meter T20 final set to get underway. It's a non-medal event.
So he's 2 throws to go. And Malayla having missed out on the medals in the discus, looking good in this, however.
Event set to start in just under 2 minutes.
So next on the track, the women's 800 meters T20 final. 2 from Japan in this, Moeko Yamamoto and Makiko Toyoshima. Non-medal event with 1 nation involved. T20 having gone out of IPC competition for around 10 years, but revived in Christchurch in 2011. Toyoshima, the senior of the 2 by 6 years and 1 month. Moeko Yamamoto finished 5th in the 800 meters of the World Championships last year, when Toyoshima finished in 6th place, 1 behind. And in the 1500 meters final, Yamamoto was 6th and Toyoshima 9th. Toyoshima, the Asian Games champion over 100 meters. And 18. Toyoshima's 2.26, Yamamoto 2.27. So away we go, and a very good start by Yamamoto in this women's 800 meters T20 final. ahead of Toyoshima, who just seemed to be stuck in the block slightly somewhat. So Yamamoto with the early lead, but they regularly compete against each other in international competition, with Yamamoto finishing one place above Toyoshima in the World Championship final over 800 meters in Doha, and Yamamoto 3 places ahead of Toyoshima in the 1500 meters final at those World Championships in October. Yamamoto just holding the advantage at the moment with 200 meters gone. Toyoshima doing a bit of work on the outside, but Yamamoto certainly got off to a very brisk start, and that took care of the stagger immediately, but pretty much stride for stride at the moment. Yamamoto is the younger of the two, but she's the one who's marginally got better results when they've gone head-to-head in the longer competitions. Toyoshima with that sprint gold in Incheon from 2 years ago. Here's the bell, and it's being led by Yamamoto ahead of Toyoshima. 1:15.64 they went through at the bell, and Yamamoto keeping her advantage at the moment on this final lap, with Toyoshima just behind. There hasn't been much of a gap between these two all race. Toyoshima sticking to Yamamoto, who's led pretty much from the gun. Toyoshima's kept up with her all the way. And you can see literally they are stride for stride. That gap has remained exactly the same all the way through. Toyoshima just slightly back from Yamamoto. The final bend is coming. It's Yamamoto who leads this all-Japanese women's 800 meters T20 final. The final turn now into the closing straight. Yamamoto is in front. Yamamoto holding on the outside of lane 1. Toyoshima now in lane 2. Real sprint for the line between these two. Yamamoto is holding on. Does Toyoshima have anything left? It will be Yamamoto to win it. Only just. She just seemed to step back just before the line. 2:36.55. Yamamoto will take it. Toyoshima in second place. But that final margin, I think, was very, very close. A tenth of a second or less. And Yamamoto gets the win. 2:36.52, the ratified winning time for Moeka Yamamoto. But what was the margin? Wasn't a lot. It was 2/100ths of a second between them in the end. See, she just stepped back a little bit, and Toyoshima, it wasn't really much of a surge from her, but she almost got the win. And, well, I don't know, possibly if she dipped, she might have won it. Never mind, Yamamoto gets the victory, 2:36.52. Toyoshima second, 2:36.54. 2/100ths of a second to divide these two over 800 meters. Very, very tight in the end. Hani Al-Nakli of Saudi Arabia in the men's javelin throw, F33-34 final. Gold in the discus. Not always possible to replicate in different events, this being the javelin. Abdul Rahman of Qatar won the silver in that. It was bronze for Al Husani of the United Arab Emirates, and we will see all of them shortly. This could be very, very competitive, this men's javelin, F33-34.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's discus throw.
18 meters 17, and he's in the lead. 674 points. Could it be another gold medal for the Saudi Arabian? And that was his first throw. That's heading out towards 20 meters.
The medals will be presented by His Excellency Thani Ben Ragad, the chair of the organising committee, accompanied by His
And that's a
Excellency
foul as it didn't stick in the ground.
Secretary General of the UAE Paralympic Committee. Bronze medalist representing Iran, Aryan Lotfi.
So now the men's discus throw, F11-13, the medal ceremony for this, and Aryan Lotfi of Iran getting the bronze medal here, having had silver in the discus at the Asian Games 2 years ago.
Silver medalist representing Chinese Taipei, Jiang Chi-chung.
Chang Chi-chung, 4 times a major javelin champion, twice world champion, twice Paralympic champion, gets the silver in the discus.
Gold medalist and Asia and Oceania champion representing Iran, Noor Mohammad Ariki.
But it's gold for Noor Mohammad Areki of Iran. Yet another gold medal for them. More successful than anyone else so far here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
8 gold.
rise if you're able for the national anthem of Iran.
So the 8th time we hear the Iranian anthem. And they've now won more medals than anyone else as well. 14 against the rest.
Championship medalists.
Having a great game so far in Dubai. Well, next up is the final of the men's long jump, T42 and 44, and Yoda's in this again. Yoda Padigi, a regular sprint and jumping medalist. Rashidi also from Indonesia, Gyander Singh of India, Muhammad Durrani of Afghanistan. This could be very, very competitive, and Atsushi Yamamoto also.
gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the women's shot put F44.
So the women's F44 shot put rounded off earlier today. Regina Edward of Papua New Guinea with her second gold medal here, having earned victory in the discus yesterday. And impressively so too. Her great record just continues.
Gold medalist and Asia and Oceania champion, representing Papua New Guinea, Regina Edward.
What a great games she is enjoying, and on it goes. Second gold medal here for Papua New Guinea, so Oceania is being very, very well represented here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you're
It's her second gold of the games.
of Papua New Guinea. Ladies and gentlemen, the Asia-Oceania Championship medalist.
So back to the men's javelin throw, the F33-34 final, and Hane Anakle in the lead, 18 meters 74, 713 points, and now coming into the hot seat is Abdullah Hayai of the United Arab Emirates. Outside the medals in the discus, yet to earn a major championship medal, but a major championship finalist, 5th in the discus in the World Championships last year in Doha.
زياد الحارثي ونتمنى له التوفيق من هذه المجموعة القوية. نذكر بأن نتائج هذه المسابقة يتم احتسابها بالنقاط وليس بالمسافة، وكل لاعب يحصل على أعلى نسبة من النقاط يكون ضمن الثلاث مراكز الأولى.
The current standings in for the men's club throw F31, 32 and 51. Amit Kumar of India still leading with 824 points. For the countrymen, Padamu Kotiniti, 487 points.
So just getting strapped up.
447. Hamid Al-Hamadi of the UAE, 336. And Ali Al-Safa of Saudi Arabia, 100.
Into position for his 6 throws, all the throws coming in rotation as usual. So as I was saying, all that you can see in the background 15 years ago wasn't here. Lots of dramatic building going on here in this venue. Next final on the track is the men's 800 meters T20 final. Yusuke Yamanouchi of Japan, 3 from Macau in Lo, Wong and Fong, and for Saudi Arabia, Tamer Ahmed. Who I don't seem to see. Tamer Ahmed, who finished 4th in the 1500 meters final here. That's Yusuke Yamanouchi, who won silver in the 1500 meters at the Asian Games in Incheon 2 years ago, and 6th, should I say, in the 800 meters last year. There's Lo Waifong, who was 6th in the 1500 meters here, and 6th in the 1500 at the Asian Games in Incheon. Alongside him, Wong Kin Hong, who was 8th in the 1500 meters in Incheon. And he's just arrived, I'm glad to say, Tamer Ahmed. You can just see him, who finished 4th in the 1500 meters, so could be a good prospect for a medal here. Here's Fong Chi Fong, who went out in the heats of the 800 meters of the World Championships in Doha.
And Ahmed Al-Husseini from the UAE, from Qatar as well, Abdul Rahman and Furihan Mehdi Al-Azeh.
Tamer Ahmed, he is a good prospect. Back for Hayaihi, his first throw to come in the men's javelin final. That's a solid throw. It is practice throws at the moment. 20 meters. All right. That'll definitely put him in the shot.
الياباني يوسوكي يامانوشي، وفي الحارة الرابعة واي فونغ لو، والحارة الخامسة كين هونغ وونغ من ماكاو، والسعودي.
That's beyond 20, so it's looking very positive. Let's see if he can produce this in competition. It's a different category in F34 to the previous two to throw, Hani Al-Nakli and Hassan Ali Malaila. So obviously it's different distances required for him in order to get points on the board. So this is the first to count. Keep an eye on his first round distance. 20 meters 73. It's the longest so far, but because he's a different category, it's the least amount of points, 298, and he is third. So now the final of the men's 800 meters T20, featuring 3 from Macau. No major championship medals actually between these 5, apart from the silver for Yamanouchi in the 1500 at the Asian Games. And there'll be obviously 3 more medals attached to this entire field by the end.
سنتيمتر في محاولته الثانية، يصعد إلى المركز الثاني ضمن هذه المسابقة.
So Yamanuchi of Japan, Low of Macau, Wong of Macau, Ahmed of Saudi Arabia, and Fong of Macau. Final of the men's 800 meters T20. So away we go in the final of the men's 800 meters. 3 from Macau, Lo Wai Fong, Wong Kin Hong, and Fong Chi Fong. Tamar Ahmed of Saudi Arabia and Yusuke Yamanuchi of Japan, who streaked out ahead of the rest at the moment, and that's while they're still running in lanes, so he can stroll inside very quickly and easily. So he's taken up a huge amount of the stagger on them already, and moving up into second place is Tamar Ahmed of Saudi Arabia. The 3 Macau athletes are in the 3rd, 4th and 5th at the moment. Yamanuchi, who finished 6th in the 800 meters in the World Championships in Doha back in October, and 12th in this in the 1500 meters, now being reeled in a little bit by Tamar Ahmed, who came very close to the medals here and finishing 4th in the 1500 meters final earlier this week in Dubai. But here they come up towards the bell, and it's Yamanuchi leading Ahmed only just. The athlete in 3rd place now is Lo Wai Fong in 3rd for Macau. Fong is 4th and Wong is 5th, and it's still Yamanuchi who leads ahead of Ahmed with 300 to go, and he's kept that margin up. But Ahmed cut that large gap down when he was turning the final bend on the previous lap, and he's kept that margin throughout. Yamanuchi's now begun to put the foot down again with 200 to go, trying to get extra ground between him and Tamar Ahmed, and that's precisely what he's doing. Yamanuchi with a good advantage. One final turn, he'll see the closing straight. Ahmed still hasn't gone away, but Yamanuchi looks to have enough of a lead by this stage, and it's Yamanuchi well out in front to get the victory for Japan, and he'll do it just outside 2 minutes. Yamanuchi wins 2:02.42, and Ahmed in 2nd place for Saudi Arabia. Well, Yamanuchi showing his class right from the start, and a little glance back from Lo Wai Fong, and here he comes to claim the bronze medal. A couple of 6th places previously in major championship races, both over 1500 meters for him, but he crosses the line here in 3rd place, and that is a bronze for Macau. It's going to be 4th place for Fong Chi Fong, and Wong Kim Hong will be in 5th place. So Fong comes through and he crosses the line in 4th in 2:43, but here's our winner, Yusuke Yamanuchi, in 2:02.36. It's been rounded down to. Big margin for him in the end. Look at that gap. Won by almost 3.5 seconds in the end. Yusuke Yamanuchi takes the Asia-Oceania title, 2:02.36, rounded down by 600ths of a second. Now a very competitive men's long jump final is on the way, and here goes Yoda of Sri Lanka. Gold in the 200 meters, both here and at the Asian Games. We're in the first round. Yamamoto of Japan with a 5:52. That's actually been called a foul, a red flag against Yoda. Yamamoto, who is the reigning world champion, in the lead then. The only mark so far, 5:52. Next is Rasidi of Indonesia. Well, we see a lot of him in major international competition. It's silver in the 4x1 and bronze in the 100 meters. for Indonesia in the last Asian Games 2 years ago in Incheon. It's the first round and Rashidi is the third to go.
ننتظر الامارات الثالث احمد الحوسني ونتمنى له التوفيق في هذه المسابقه والقطري عبد الرحمن والايراني مهدي عزيزادي.
5:52 for Yamamoto, setting the standard from the reigning World and Asian Games champion in this T42-44 combined category. That is for leg amputees, and Rashidi 5 meters 40, and that's only 12 centimeters off. Yamamoto leading. It's a points classification in this as well. 6:45 for Yamamoto, Rashidi with 387 as he's T44 to Yamamoto's T42. Next up is Gyander Singh, 5th in the long jump of the last Asian Games, 8th in the World Championships in Doha. Well, here he comes. He's a T42, so doesn't have to go as far as the T44s. And that called as a foul. So 2 of our 4 in the opening round have so far come up with no jumps. Next up, Abdullah Al-Fifi of Saudi Arabia, who competed in the 2006 World Championships in Assen in the Netherlands. Finished 6th in the long jump there. Not a lot of championship experience for him since then, though. Al-Fifi getting the white flag, which is good news at the very least for him anyway. Well, it will be 3rd place at least for him. Only 2 marks to date and 2 more with no jumps. Next to jump will be Mohammad Durrani of Afghanistan. We're taking this as being his international championship debut. Al-Fifi's mark taking a while to come up. Yeah, it's a bit of contention. Which means a lot of a wait for our Afghanistani competitor. And it's come up as 3 meters 97 for Abdullah Al-Fifi, and he goes into 3rd.
The victory ceremony for the women's shot put F56 and 57. Please welcome the medalists.
At the moment, it is the bronze medal position for him. So Mohammad Durrani.
The medals will be presented by Mr. Roger Gensman, the head of competition for the IPC Athletics Technical Committee, and Natalia Nurakova, BMW National Marketing.
So here he comes. First attempt at the competition from Mohammad Durrani. went through, I'm afraid. So that'll be a red tick against him. And it's a no jump.
Representing Indonesia, Famani.
So this is the women's shot put at 56-57 victory ceremony. Famani of Indonesia with the bronze medal in this, which is good going. She finished 10th in these shots in the Asian Games in Incheon in Korea 2 years ago.
Silver medalist representing Mongolia, Teokgerai.
Gendon Darja of Mongolia with the silver medal. Sogurel Gendon Darja. All 6 throws coming at once, which is the case with a lot of these throwing competitions here.
Gold medalist in Asia and Oceania champion representing Iran, Amini Nugurani.
Amini Nugurani claiming another title for Iran. She's the former tennis player. Game, set and match, Iran with another gold. She won 2 of these at the Asian Games in the shot and the javelin. She's won the shot here. Guess what's coming up next?
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you're able for the national
Anthem we are getting very used to now for Iran. Another fabulous triumph for the nation of Iran. We're getting very used to seeing this now, aren't we? Excellent arena here. In the east of the city, we're right alongside the airport. If you see the building away to the right, that small little oval structure just to the left of it, that is the metro stop for here. The metro opening 3 years ago, and it's being expanded as well. So back to the men's javelin, F33 and 34, and now we're watching Abdul Rahman of Qatar. Hani Al-Nakli leading for Saudi Arabia with his 18.74. Abdullah Hayaye has now gone into the lead in this. It's being done in terms of points, so Abdullah Hayaye with the longest throw so far. He's a different category to everyone else who's thrown thus far, and he lies in second place, 459 points. Hassan Ali Malela in third for the United Arab Emirates, 392. That's another good long throw. That's possibly the longest we've seen so far. The longest from Hawaii being 23.91, leaving on 4.59, but it's still 260 points behind our leader Hani Al Nakli of Saudi Arabia. Abdul Rahman, who won silver in the discus this week for Qatar. 23.91 obviously equates to 459 points, so can he improve on that? He can, 24.63, and that's 496 points. He's into the silver medal position. He dislodges Hayai of the United Arab Emirates, and Malala drops out of the medals altogether. And they've had all their throws, so there's nothing they can do about that now. So Abdul Rahman edged out Hayai of the United Arab Emirates by 37 points, but he's still 217 behind Al Nakli, so we'll need to go beyond 25 meters. So 24.98 improves it even more so. 514 points, and he is now 199 behind Al Nakli. So something like 26 meters. Here goes Yodo of Sri Lanka in the long jump. It was a foul for him in the first round. Quick glance across the stadium. It is a white flag for him. Now this could be really interesting, because with him in the fray, you would expect him to immediately shoot up into the medals. It's Yamamoto of Japan who leads this right now. 5 meters 88, which equates to 797 points. He leads by 370 points from Bekika Indrapala of Sri Lanka in second place. Didn't use the board at all. So Yamamoto, the reigning World and Asian Games long jump champion, is our leader. But Yoda, who won gold in the 200, and he's the reigning 200 Asian Games champion as well. That's beyond 5 meters. Certainly he's in the medals. One of 3 of the 7 to have no marks in the opening round, and that's 5 meters 08. It's 427 points, and he goes joint second with his fellow Sri Lankan Bodika Indrapala. So next to go, the men's 100 meters T47, 2 heats in this, and 6 going in the opening heat. First 3 to the final. Features the bronze medalist in the 200 meters, He Haikan of China. Samuel Nason of Papua New Guinea having a great game so far, aren't they? 2 wonderful gold medals claimed for them by Regina Edward. Here's Yaya Al-Bushi. No medal for him in the 2. 7th in the 100 meters at the Asian Games. Went out in the heats of the 2 in Incheon. Chaiwat Siramonkol of Thailand, his major championship debut. Lane 6 for Fiji, Apele Baliabu, season's best of 12.60, championship debut for him as well, from what we can see. He Haikan of China, bronze in the 200 meters from Yuxi in China. And in lane 8 for Indonesia, Martin Losu, who went out in the heats of the 200 meters in the World Championships in Doha. First 3 to qualify for the final, and the next 2 fastest losers. Asian record 11:05, set by Wang Hao in Doha at the World Championships, and the Oceania record, a bit faster than that, 10:96, set by Australia's Gabriel Cole in Lyon at the World Championships at the Stade de Rome. 200 meters champion and long jump champion from this week in Dubai, going in the second heat. Hey Hai Khan will certainly be a favourite to be among the top 3 here. Samuel Nason with very good international experience himself. The 2 and shot there. Championship debutant, so certainly an unknown quantity. So Hay the last to get to his blocks. Darkness falling over Dubai now. Very, very wet day. Stormy conditions earlier today. And remarkably, despite it did cause a lot of trouble in Dubai earlier. Massive thunderstorm. Everything's been running to schedule here.
Men's 100 meter T47 round 1, heat 1 of 2, getting underway in just under 3 minutes time. Samuel Nason of Papua New Guinea in lane 3, Yahya Al-Balushi in lane 4, representing the United Arab Emirates. From Thailand, Chaiwat Siramon Cole in lane 5. Next to him,
So Nason of Papua New Guinea in 3, Al-Balushi of the United Arab Emirates in 4, Siramon Cole of Thailand in 5, Balibao of Fiji in 6, Hay of China in 7, and Losu of Indonesia in lane 8.
looking forward to heat 2 as well of the men's 100 meter T47, Kolganat Bergen in lane 3 of Kazakhstan, representing Thailand, Sutan Yami in lane 4.
World record in this T47, dating back to the first televised Paralympic Games in Barcelona. Wasn't even live. Hour of highlights for most nations that chose to show it back in 1992. Doye Ajibola of Nigeria in the Olympic Stadium of Montjuic, up on top of that great mountain where you see all the city, right alongside the diving stadium where we got those memorable shots. So the first 3 to qualify, Nason in 3, Al-Balushi in 4, Siramon in 5, Baliabao in 6, Hay in 7, and Losu in lane 8. T47, men's 100 metres. The opening heat. Semi-final effectively. Obviously you finish in the top 3 and the final spot is yours. So away the first time of asking. Very good start from Balibao of Fiji, and here goes Hay of China, medalist in the 200 metres. He won the bronze and he's coming through to win here. It's going to be Hay for China, and a real blanket then. It's Losu in second, looked to be, I think, Al-Balushi who took third along with Siramon, but certainly Hay and Losu were the first 2 to make it through. 11:36 unofficial winning time and official now, 11:35. It's been rounded down to. Really good start in lane 4 from Al Blushi for the United Arab Emirates, and then Hay and Lossu took over, but Al Blushi I think might just have nicked third place. Hay, very good, 11:35, and that's not very far away from the Asian record of 11:05, and for me would have been Al Blushi edging third place ahead of Siramongol of Thailand in 4th, Neston in 5th and Balabao in 6th. Top 3 and the next 2 fastest losers advancing to the final, and Hay taking it 11:35. Very, very tight between positions 2, 3 and 4. In the end, there was actually only 600ths of a second between 2nd and 4th. But Hay didn't have to worry about that. He was well ahead of everyone else. 11:35, Hay qualifying along with Lossu of Indonesia and Al Blushi of the United Arab Emirates. Siramongol will have to wait, but 11:83 is a very good time. Look at how tight it was, 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Look how far in front Hay was in contrast. Second heat features the 200 meters champion from this week, Ahmed Jaglu of Iran, and the long jump champion from Indonesia, Setio Budihartanto. He's medaled the last 3 years of major championships in the long jump. Can he make a big impact in the 100 meters here? Very busy week for Kolkanet Bakbergen of Kazakhstan. We've seen him in quite a few events actually. He's made a bit of an impact. This is Sutat Yami of Thailand. Bronze for his country in the Asian Games in Incheon in the 4x100 meters. Went out in the heats of the 1 and the 2. Setio Budihartanto, our champion here this week in the long jump. Major championship debut for Chen Tao of China. 18 years old. Our 200 meters champion here for this week, Ahmed Jaglu of Iran, one of 8 gold medals won for them so far. And a major championship debut for Zhang Zhueke, also of China. Competed in the 2 but didn't medal. Meanwhile, back in the men's javelin, the lead still being held by Al Nakli of Saudi Arabia, and Abdul Rahman has done very well. Well, 24.63 puts him into 2nd place, 514 points. This is Meli Alizadeh of Iran. A couple of warm-up throws for him. He's had a couple of goes. He's competed in a few events this week, including the discus. Didn't medal in that. Only Iranian athlete in this competition. So let's see what standard he can set. He's an F33, so he's aiming for 1874 for the gold. Anything lesser than that, slightly lesser, will get him into the medals, and I think that's around 15 or 16 meters. Might just be good enough to get him into the medals. 14.53 he has to beat to go into 4th place ahead of Hassan Malaya. and the rest are F34s in second and third. It's around 16 meters. Great chance of being in the medals. And he is 17 meters 40. He goes into the silver medal position, 618 points, and he's 95 points behind the gold medal position. And that sticks down around the same mark. We'll give you details on how he's done in that. But any better than 17:40 obviously will be an improvement. So the second heat of the men's 100 meters T47, Bakbergen in 3, Yami in 4, Buddy Hartanto in 5, Chen in 6, Jaglu in 7, Zhang in 8. And just having to reset. Bakbergen of Kazakhstan taking his position in lane 3. I can tell you that throw of Alizadeh was 14 meters 42. So our top two in that javelin are F33s, and the last man to go is an F33 as well. So it basically will be done in distance there. The distance that matters here, 100 meters. Top 3 to go through, and the next two fastest losers, and 11:83 is the fastest losers target time. They're away this time. Good start by Jaglu of Iran, going brilliantly in lane 7. Chen alongside him, and now powering through. Buddy Hartanto, and Jaglu and Buddy Hartanto, and Yami, the 1-2-3. 11:36 the winning time. Jaglu with a very good start, and Chen alongside, and then Chen fell away a little bit. Good start by Buddy Hartanto as well, and he led for the first section of this, but then Jaglu straightening up and speeding up. That's where he overtook with around 35 to go. Takes the win in 11:36. And Buddy Hartanto just behind him, 11:52 in the end. Yami in third. Chen will have to wait to see if he's come up in fourth place. Might just have done it too. And Bakbergen being denied for Kazakhstan. At the margin of victory, Jaglu taking the win, but Hartanto in second place, and Yami in third ahead of Chen. And that rounded down to 11:35.
Well, Ahmed Jaglu of Iran taking out heat 2 time of 11.35, qualifying then through to the next round. Alongside him from heat 2,
So Jaglu wins at 11:35. He's through along with Buddy Hartanto of Indonesia, Yami of Thailand, and Chen Tao of China is through as the fastest loser, 11:99, along with Chawat Siramongal of Thailand from the previous heat.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll begin with the victory ceremony for the men's 400-meter T44. Please.
Men's 400 meters T44 victory ceremony from earlier today, and an Asian record coming in this as India picked up another medal. Gold and bronze for India here with Manoj Bhaskar in his championship debut, the 21-year-old taking bronze for India. Competed in the javelin without reaching the medals earlier this week. But Ajith Heterachichi of Sri Lanka getting the silver medal here. Very successful games for them as well. 5 medals in total for them so far.
Oceania champion, representing India, Anadan Gunaskaran.
Fourth gold medal for India, along with Japan. Only Iran have more with 8. India's 10th medal, only Iran and Japan with 14 of more. Former cross-country runner. Asian record too of 54.67, beating the old mark from London 2012 of Liu Jiming of China, which was 15 hundredths of a second slower than that, and it's a gold for Gunasekharan of India.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Asia-Oceania Championship medalists.
India continue to mop up the medals here, and in impressive fashion also.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's 800 metre T20. Please welcome the medalists.
T20 800 metres, where victory went to Japan.
Bronze medalist representing Macau, Wei Fong Lo.
3 from Macau in the final. And it was Lo Wai Fong who, in the end, took the bronze. He finished 6th in the 1500 metres final. Good improvement this time.
Silver medalist representing Saudi Arabia, Ahmed Ahmed.
Tamer Ahmed had finished 4th in the 1500 metres final, but got out ahead of the Macau athletes, but just couldn't overtake her eventual winner, who always held enough of a margin.
Gold medalist in Asia and Oceania champion, representing Japan, Yusuke Yamanouchi.
Yusuke Yamanouchi, our winner, silver medalist at the Asian Games in the 15 2 years ago, and now is the Asia-Oceania champion over 800 meters.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Japan.
So gold for Yamanouchi of Japan, ahead of Tamar Ahmed and Waifeng Lo. His compatriot Yamamoto currently leading the men's long jump final, T42-44. So to the men's long jump, and we are now in round 3. And it's Yamamoto who leads. It's going down to points as it's multi-category. Yamamoto with the longest attempt. He's just done it in round 3, 6:05. That's 858 points. He leads by almost 400 points from Yoda of Sri Lanka, Yoda Pedigi. 5:17 he's gone out to. That's 473 points. And he's around 50 points clear of his compatriot in third, Boudica Indrapala. Rosidi we've just seen landing, 5 meters 19. He's currently in 4th place, 387. Now no luck yet for Gyanendra Singh of India, 2 no jumps to date. And his best results come in the long jump internationally. Finished 5th in the Asian Games in Korea, 7th in the World Championships in Lyon in 2013, and he finished 8th in last year's World Championships in Doha. I say last year, it's just 4.5 months ago since we were all in the Middle East last. So Singh, can he get a mark here? He has struggled today, but he gets the white flag, so he gets a mark on the board at least. Now as a T42, in order to get a medal, he'd need to clear 5 meters 08. That's where Indrapala currently is on 427 points, lying in 3rd place. 10 centimeters beyond that, and he would go 2nd beyond Yoda Pedigi.
From the Islamic Republic of Iran, in lane 5, Mahdi Morad Kuchi. And in lane 6, from India, Avnil Kumar.
Four meters 08, and he goes into 5th place, and he basically needs to add a meter onto that to get into the medals. Quite a few field events on right now, but we'll cross to the men's 200 meters T13 final. It's Salamov in 3, Luwai in 4, Morikuchi in 5, Anvil Kumar of India in lane 6, and it's a storming run by Liu Wai, the Chinese, in his international debut. All of these athletes born in the 90s, apart from Salamov, who was born the week before, and Liu Wai is coming through to win this men's 200 metres T13 final. Liu Wai is going to win it. Second place, Anvil Kumar for India, and third will be Madi Mordekuchi for Iran, with Salamov of Kazakhstan in fourth place. 23:02 unofficial, the winning time of Liu Wai. Seshan Gul of Pakistan holding the Asian record, and Chad Paris of Australia, the Oceania record, the White Tiger. Look at the margin in the end. 23:02 has been ratified as Liu Wai's winning time. Comes through to get a very strong victory over Avnil Kumar of India in the end. The top two in the championship debut, they're both 22 years old. Liu Wai with something like a second to spare in the end over Kumar. Close to it. 86 hundredths of a second. So Liu Wai takes the gold for China, Kumar the silver for India, and Mordekuchi the bronze for Iran. Photo finish of very wide margins. So in the long jump, Al-Fifi has cleared 398. It's his best attempt so far, but he's in 6th place. This is Durrani, who's had a 365. And as a T42, he's aiming for 5 meters. Even 409 would get him 5th place, currently lying 7th. Hashtag of Dubai 2016 for this competition. Doesn't look like it's going to be a massive improvement, but maybe 4 meters would push him up. Regina Edward winning the women's shot, put her second gold here for Papua New Guinea, 8 meters 60 for Miko Takado of Japan in second place. Amit Kumar of India has won the men's club throw, head of Radi Al-Hati of Saudi Arabia, and Pridamu Kotinti of India in third. Nur Mohammed Areki winning the men's discus throw, F11 to 13 for Iran, ahead of Chang Chi-chung of Chinese Taipei in second, and Aryan Lofty of Iran in third. Indrapala will be the last to go in this third round, and we'll reach the halfway stage now, but Durrani's mark still to come in, 3:59. He doesn't improve, he stays in 7th place. So Indrapala currently has 5 meters 08. 5:18 would put him into the silver medal position. Top 3 are all T42s, so we can refer to distance really. It's all equating into points because of this being a double category event, but as the top 3 are all the one category, we'll just stick with the distances. So 5:08 is best so far in the first round, 4:81 in the second, and that doesn't look much further. It is a white flag anyway, it's around 5 meters again. Yoda Pedigi with a 5:17 in that third round. Atsushi Yamamoto of Japan, 6:05 is our leader. Couldn't have used the board much better. That's a well-used board by this stage. Indrapala, bronze in the 200 meters. He's used his speed well. Good takeoff. Good hang time. And out of 21 attempts so far, we've only had 4 fouls. So our last event on the track is the men's 5,000 meters T13 final. 2 in this, so they're running for gold. Ramakan Singh of India and Ali Elahi of Iran. Just a little shuffle on the line, a faulty start. By the way, weather conditions very, very poor earlier today, but just going through the readings in the long jump, there's basically been a wind of above 0.5. So it's very calm now here in Dubai as the men's 5,000 metres T13 final gets underway. And the two in this, Ramkaran Singh of India, Ali Elahi of Iran. Both won silver medals in the 800 metres at the Asian Games, and if you wonder how that is, it's because they're in different categories. Singh is a T13, Ali Elahi is a T12, and he has named two guides for this, by the way, Javad Margassi and Hossein Saleh-Manesh. Leading the way at the moment with 12 laps to go is Ramakan Singh. He's from the University of Delhi, originally from Kanpur. Silver in the 800 metres T13 in the Asian Games in Isham, and 6th in the 400 metres. As for Elahi, well, that 800 metres silver, one of 3 he won in Korea. Did the same in the 1500 metres and the 5000. And in the Paralympic Games in Beijing in 2008, he finished 7th in the 5000 metres and 8th in the 10,000. Started competing in 2002, he's from Esfahan. Indrapala's final leap, which we saw, by the way, the long jump was 5 metres dead, so he doesn't improve. And so we're into round 4. This is Durrani of Afghanistan. 365 is best so far. There's only one T44 in the competition, incidentally, but because of Rasidi's presence, we're going to points. He's the second longest distance so far, but he's down in 4th place. This is Mohammed Durrani. As you were in the men's 5,000 metres T13 final, 11 laps to go in this. Stride for stride at the moment, Ramkaran Singh and Ali Elahi. In terms of the time we could expect for this, well, Ali Elahi is the Asian record holder from Kuala Lumpur in 2006 of 16:33. Ramakan Singh is 7 years his junior, he's 25 years old, but both enjoying very good success in the Asian Games 2 years back. It's Singh who leads and Ali Elahi in 2nd place. You're missing nothing in the long jump at the moment. In fact, Durrani hasn't even had his attempt yet. So very closely bunched, these two. Ramakan Singh being 25 and Elahi now 32. So coming through with 10 laps to go, and 3:13, the split time for the first 1,000 metres. Still waiting. It is the halfway stage of the competition, so a little break just to properly rake the sand again, and they go in reverse order now. So Durrani will be the first to start each round, he being in 7th place.
الإماراتي عبد الله حياي بمجموع نقاط 459 نقطة، فيما حل خامسا
Well, he's still waiting, and while he's still waiting, Ramakar Singh has moved up in front. He's been given a run right at the start of things. That'll be not very long in the end from Durrani in the long jump. So down in 7th place he remains, and that is a red flag.
Saudi Arabia with 713 points. Mehdi Alizadeh of Iran 618. Representing Qatar, Abdulrahman 514. Abdullah Hiyaya of the United Arab Emirates 459. Ahmed Al-Husseini also from the UAE 404. And
yeah, he didn't really use the board.
of the Emirates 392.
So Ramakar Singh still leading them out ahead of Ali Alahi. Singh, the 25-year-old, acquired visual impairment. It was due to a firecracker accident when he was quite young. He was 5 years old actually, but he's gone to the University of Delhi. Information technology is his specialist subject in which he thrives, and behind him Ali Alahi with the 3 silver medals for Iran at the Asian Games in 2014. It's from Esfahan in Iran. We've got 8 laps to go in this, still very tight between these two. The proper racing will start in a few laps' time. First competed at the 2008 Paralympic Games. As we see, Abdullah Al-Fifi, his best so far is 398, and even an improvement of 11 centimeters, and he goes up into 5th place. I would say the medals are beyond him. And Durrani didn't use the board at all and gave about 25 centimeters away.
Still ongoing, the men's long jump T42, 44 final at Sushi Yamamoto of Japan. Blazing the trail at 800 and
Ali Alehi finishing 7th in the 5,000 meters in the Paralympic Games in Beijing in 2008. He was a T13 then. 10,000 meters, he finished 8th in China, and then silvers all the way at the Asian Para Games in Korea in 2014. In the 800 meters, the 1500 and the 5,000, he ran the 5,000 in 15:37. Should point out he holds the T13 record, but that was from a long time ago. He's run faster since, as Ramkaran Singh now takes over the lead from Ali Alahi. The Asian record in T12 is held by Tadashi Horikoshi of Japan, 14:48, set at London 2012, where Elamine Shentou from Morocco broke the world record in winning gold in 13:53. But Ali Alahi holding the T13 Asian record, and Ramkaran Singh has not broken it yet. That's really a good lead that's opened up all of a sudden as we return to the long jump, and Gyander Singh of India. His best results generally come in the long jump, and he's 5th for now, and he needs to improve by exactly a metre to have a contention of a medal. Boudica Indrapala leaping 5:08 and Singh 4:08. Obviously it would need to be 5:09 on countback for Singh in order to get into the medals. Acceleration just as he approached the launch point.
Look at the men's shot put in 40 and 41. Wildan Nuklawi of Iran with 870.
Huge gap has opened up in this men's 5,000 meters T13 final, with Ramkaran Singh of India now around 50 meters clear of Ali Alahi, the hugely successful Iranian athlete from the Asian Games. He's been at this quite a while, but Singh with a very, very healthy advantage at the moment. But we still have around 2,200 meters to go. But that lead is increasing all the time and looks to have gone to around 60-65 meters by this stage. 2/3 point of the race, just about. This being 12.5 laps. And coming through with 5 laps, 2,000 meters to go. Ramkaran Singh is in front, and it's almost all of the closing straight. He's clear of Ali Elahi. Comes through 3,000 meters in 9:47.52. 5 laps to go. Quickly coming back to Rashidi in the long jump. It's round 4. 540 in the opening round, 387 points. Needs 40 points more to get into the medals. There's something around 560, but that's a 484. Used the board not very well at all, really. 560 should do it. 540 is best so far. Needs to improve on that to get into the medals. Now this is quite a break. This is around 75-80 meters at this stage of a lead for Ramkaran Singh. So now we're into the medalists in the long jump, and this is Indrapala, 5:08. Needs to improve by 10 centimeters, and he jumps from bronze to silver. I would say at this stage, our top 4 is set. Rashidi still has a chance of maybe grabbing a silver. But right now, Indrapala in 3rd and Yoda Pedaghi in 2nd are almost a meter down on Yamamoto of Japan, who looks well on his way to glory and the gold. Again, the reigning world and Asian Games long jump champion, and he has won the last 2 world titles also. Beginning to rain again in this corner of Dubai. So I thought it never rains here. We now know different. Torrentially for 8-9 hours, causing quite a lot of flooding earlier today. But everything has run perfectly to schedule here. Running perfectly to schedule for Ramkaran Singh to date. 3.5 laps, 1,400 meters to go. Singh finding himself well clear. Ali Elahi playing catch up. The gap is around 100 meters at this stage. And increasing all the time. Ali Elahi had nominated 2 guides, but neither of them involved so far. And here comes Yoda. 5:17 is best so far, coming around 2, but he's still around 400 points shy of Yamamoto on 6:05. They're both T42s. Yamamoto clearing 6:05, Yoda Pedaghi 5:17, and Indrapala 5:08. 6 meters required. His best results have come in the track in the 200 meters, where he's the reigning Asian Games and Asia-Oceania champion, the latter from this week on Monday. So Ramkaran Singh still holding a major advantage, about 150 meters now, and crosses 4,000 meters in 13:03. So that 1,000 being done in around 3:20. And the record increasing all the time. No records are going to be set today. But Ramkaran Singh is well out in front. Has a little glance around. He can look across the track and see precisely how far Ali Elahi is, and he is quite a distance back. It's still being maintained at around 150 meters. Still hasn't turned the crown of the bend yet, Ali Elahi up in the other end. And if he looks down the closing straight, he won't be able to see Ramkaran Singh now. Just have to glance across the infield. Yoda Pedaghi's mark for the 4th round of the long jump was 4:86. It's not an improvement. Yamamoto has improved all the time, and every one of his 3 attempts would have been good enough for the lead for now. And you can see his latest mark being measured. Ramkaran Singh well out in front. 600 meters remaining. So comfortable. And he made a break pretty much midway through, around the 2,500 mark. And he has kept well clear of Ali Elahi from there. Striding away, and the lead is now 200 meters. It's half a lap effectively. Just around 180, 190, but if they both keep this pace up, then very soon it will be precisely half a lap. So this is it. Here comes the bell for Ramkaram Singh. Silver in the 800 meters at T13 in the Asian Games, and he's going to beat the man who won silver in the T12 in the 800 at the Asian Games. And 3 silvers he got there in Incheon. It's half a lap and beyond now. It's over 200 meters, and he's got 300 to go. Singh well clear. The bell coming for Ali Elahi now. But Ramkaram Singh is well clear. No worries about that. Singh comfortable and assured all the way through. And he is going to be the Asia-Oceania champion here in Dubai. So Ramkaram Singh into the closing straight. There's a chance that Ali Elahi's T13 record is going to be broken here. It will be. That's 16:33 from 2006, and it's gone. That's a new Asian record for T13 over 5,000 meters. 16:15.50 for Ramkaram Singh, and he takes the honours. He takes the gold medal. And Ali Elahi is not only beaten here, but his 10-year-old record from Kuala Lumpur in 2006 for the T13 5,000 meters has just been broken. It's been smashed by 18 seconds. Elahi's mark had been 16:33. Well, 16:15.50 is very, very, very impressive. And it's going to be a winning margin of around 40 seconds, maybe 45, for Ramkaram Singh over Ali Elahi, who crosses in second place now, 17:02.16. So an Asian record going to Ramkaram Singh, and Ali Elahi's reference in the T13 record books has gone. Smashed by Ramkaram Singh today. Very well done indeed. 16:15.50, the unofficial winning time. Ali Elahi, 17:02.16. Quite a gap. 46.5 seconds. There's the area record, the Asian record for Ramkaram Singh. T13, 5,000 meters. Rounded down, 16:15.47, with Elahi well back in second. It was 5 meters 90 for Tsushi Yamamoto in the 4th round. His second best attempt of the day, and each of his attempts better than anyone else's. So deservedly in the gold medal spot. This is Mohammed Jirani of Afghanistan. Still a lot happening in the field. We've got the men's F40 and F41 shot put final, currently being led by the Iraqi Wildan Mokhilwai. Sadiq Bait Saya in second place. That is now finished. So gold for Iraq for Wildan Mokhilwai, silver for Sadiq Bait Saya in second place, who finished 4th in the javelin, and it is bronze for Wang Wai of China, with Ahmed Nas in 4th place. He threw 8:03. So here he comes, the final attempt, or penultimate attempt should I say, but he's in 7th place right now. Women's javelin F56 has been won by Zhao Hongmai of China, throwing 37.94. Mariam Matrushi of the United Arab Emirates in 2nd place with 28.44, and Surang Kamsuk of Thailand 3rd with 27.78. Foul by Durrani.
The medals will be presented by His Excellency Vivan Al-Mahiri, the Secretary General from the UAE Paralympic Committee, accompanied by Claire Magras, the Relations and Services Manager from the Asian Paralympics Committee.
So another victory for India coming in the men's club throw, the F31, 32 and 51. India with another gold and bronze here, claiming 2 more medals for their haul. Pitaramu Katinti claiming the bronze medal for India here. $14 medals in total so far, and only Iran of more with 17. For a 3rd bronze to go with 5 silver.
Saudi Arabia, Radhi Al-Hafi.
Saudi Arabia, the 5th most successful nation here today. 3 gold, 7 medals in total, and this a 3rd silver medal going to Radhi Al-Hafi. I make this his major championship debut. He's 23. There was another Al-Hati competing in this for the United Arab Emirates, Sayad, who finished in 4th place from Abu Dhabi.
Gold medalist and Asia and Oceania champion, representing India, Ahmed Kumar.
And Ahmed Kumar takes the gold medal for India, former hockey international, able-bodied hockey international as well, I should say. It's his best major championship result. He won silver in the club at the World Championships last year in Doha. And now here he is picking up the gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, please.
And for India, it's their 6th gold medal in Dubai this week. So it's turning out to be a very impressive games for India here. They're 2nd overall in the medals table. United Arab Emirates, 8 medals so far, 3 gold, 2 silver, 3 bronze. Host nation doing very well. 5th highest tally of medals overall. India with his 2nd best. Iran with 17 medals so far and 8 of them gold. So right, we've got 2 rounds to go in the men's long jump. This is the last event in competition today. And this is Gyander Singh 4:38 is best so far, and that came in round 4. In order to get into the medals, needs to add 70 centimetres onto that. 5:08 is target. I don't think that will be it, to be honest. Obviously, for a lot of you watching on here in Dubai on television, it's been a very bad day. It's the first time I've been in the Middle East and it has rained. It's something like my 4th visit here in 13 months. You get a lot of sport around here these days. Gyander Singh's run up.
Ladies and gentlemen,
not been able to launch himself beyond 4:38 so far. His first 2 attempts unsuccessful. 5th in the long jump at the last Asian Games. Rossini is going to come up with his 4th round attempt. Needs to be around 5:60. We'll keep you updated on that because we've another medal ceremony on the way, and this is for the men's javelin F33-34.
Bronze medalist representing Qatar, Abdul
Rahman of Qatar, who won silver in the discus, gets bronze in the javelin here.
Silver medalist representing Iran, Mehdi Alizadeh.
Mehdi Alizadeh of Iran with the silver medal. Now this was a points event, multi-category, so even though Abdul Rahman had a throw longer than anyone else, he was an F34 and those ahead of him F33, so they didn't have to throw as far. Margins of 100 points between first and second and third. So Qatar with the bronze and Iran the silver through Mehdi Alizadeh. His birthday in a couple of weeks' time. Turns 44.
Gold medalist and Asia and Oceania champion representing Saudi Arabia, Hani Al-Nakhli.
And our winner from Saudi Arabia, Hani Al-Nakhli, who also won the discus. So double glory for Al-Nakhli here. Through 1874, he had 4 no throws. He's the Asian record holder with 21:42, set of the Grand Prix in Dubai last year here. So Saudi Arabia's 3rd title of the week here in Dubai. So further glory for Saudi Arabia. And the next on the horizon, the Paralympic Games in Rio in September. For these athletes at least, the European Championships are in Italy in Grosseto in June. World Championships in London next year, same as the IAAF World Championships, and the European Championships the following year, like the European Athletics organised event, also in Berlin. So Padika Indrapala's best so far is 5 meters 08. Yoda Pedaghi in second place with 5 meters 17. So here he comes. 2 marks beyond 5 meters. Is that a third? It's not, it's a red flag. Well, looking like a second bronze medal to add to his 200 meters mark.
The victory ceremony for the women's javelin throw F46. Please welcome.
Just too far. Oh, not by much. Well, obviously just the toe, literally the toe on takeoff, made the slightest indentation on the plasticine. That's quite unlucky. 5:08 remains his best. Women's javelin F46 and Surang Kamsuk of Thailand, the reigning Asian Games champion from Incheon 2 years ago, gets the bronze this time. Next Asian Games will be in Jakarta in 2 years' time, of course. Mariam Matrushi finally gets a major championship medal. She's finished 4th in the last 2 World Championships and now a silver in these Asia-Oceania Championships. Finished 4th at London 2012, but now Zhai Hongmai is the continental champion, and obviously dual continental champion, Asia and Oceania. Best championship result. Gold for China. They've gained 5 gold medals this week, and only India with 6 and Iran with 8 have more. Glory for China again. So Zhao finally takes the middle step in the podium. Yamamoto in the long jump. Penultimate attempt, 6:05 he leads with. 3rd round he came up with that. This is 5th round attempt, and that's a red flag. But he went a long way out. Yoda Pedaghi of Sri Lanka, just prior to this, during that medal ceremony, 5:37. That's his best so far. Cuts the lead of Yamamoto to just under 70 centimeters. And he's now 29 centimeters clear of Indrapala, so might have done enough to secure him the silver medal. As you'll see, the rain is beginning to come down again. It was a very good long jump, and obviously they're right on the edge of the plasticine. Almost perfect. Into the final round, this is Mohamed Jirani again of Afghanistan. So Yamamoto with his first no jump, but look at that consistency. Each of those jumps enough to win gold so far.
سريلانكية يابانية هذا المساء. في المركز الثاني السريلانكي يودا يديجي، والمركز الثالث يوديكا إندرابالا بمجموع نقاط 427 نقطة. إذن المحاولة الأخيرة قبل نهاية فعاليات هذا المساء للوثب الطويل رجال فئتي 42-44.
Yamamoto, by the way, it was a 6:29 that won him the T42 long jump title in Doha back in October. That was a championship record for Yamamoto, having won that title in Lyon at the Stade de Rhône a couple of years earlier as well.
نذكر السادة الحضور والجمهور الكريم بأن هذه البطولة تقام برعاية كريمة من صاحب السمو الشيخ حمدان بن محمد بن راشد آل مكتوم ولي عهد دبي رئيس مجلس دبي الرياضي.
Remember, we have the hashtag as well for social media, Dubai 2016 it is. We're on the road to Rio. This is Mohamed Jirani then for Afghanistan, his final attempt. Has that gone beyond 365? Well, if he improves by 40 centimeters, then he will climb a place at least. He's had 3 no jumps in his 5 previous so far. Yep, couldn't have used the board much better than that, really. Still a little bit of drizzle around the stadium. Actually, it's beginning to come down a little bit more now. The rain is now perfectly visible from the floodlights. That's 3:52. And of his 3 marks, it's the shortest, but it is a mark at least. In 7th place for the Afghani jumper here. Abdullah Al-Fifi of Saudi Arabia, 3:98, his best so far. That was in round 3. Don't forget the FASA IPC Athletics Grand Prix is on again in Dubai in a few weeks' time, 17th to the 20th of March. So, Abdullah Al-Fifi of Saudi Arabia looks to be out again around 4 meters. Remember, the best in the world, all the top athletes should be coming to that. It's a white flag for Al-Fifi. 16 world records were broken at the FASA International Grand Prix last year. Where all of the local UAE athletes will be able to take on the best in the world. Second Grand Prix of the year. Gyanendra Singh will be next to go. 4:53 is his best to date, which has him down in 5th place. Al-Fifi's result coming in as 3:80. Well, good consistency. Look at those marks. Apart from the 3:33, barely been 20 centimeters between the rest. So Singh, his best to date, coming in the previous round of 4:53. No jumps at the start, but he's been getting longer and longer since then. So 4:53 is most recent attempt. Every leap has been longer than the previous one since then. Little tip of the board, didn't use a huge amount. Might have given around 15, 20 centimeters away, and had he used the board a bit better, it would have been his longest attempt, because that was 4:47 and it was only 6 centimeters down in his best. And 5th place for Gyanendra Singh. So down to the final 4, and Rashidi, he's the only T44 in this event, so in terms of points to get into the medals, he needs something around 5 meters 60. 5:40 is best so far. Silver in the 4x1 and bronze in the 100 meters at the last Asian Games. Now that's a white flag, he put a lot into that, but it was a sort of a stumbling land which might have taken a bit of distance off him. It's not far off a medal here. Yeah, 2-footed leap. Because it wasn't the regular landing, he might have just cost himself a few centimeters there, certainly. Would be very interesting if he were to have gone up a bit further. That was actually his shortest attempt of the day, 4:62. Basically needed to be a meter more. 4:62 for Rashidi, and he finishes in 4th place. So Rashidi, you could see that it was just receding. He put a huge amount into the first round attempt, but now 3 to go. Indrapala, 5:08 is best, needs 30 centimeters more, 5:38. To dislodge Yodapedagi, it will be Sri Lanka with 2 medals, and they will probably be silver and bronze. And at this stage, it looks like Indrapala will get the bronze, and Yodapedagi will get the silver. Again, gave some centimeters away. .476, it's his shortest of the day. Indrapala's longest was actually his first again, 5:08. Only broke 5 meters once more in that. So the man who can deny Yamamoto the gold. Yodapedagi of Sri Lanka, he knows now the silver at least is his. 5:37, his best. Surely Yamamoto's too far away with 6:05.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medalists.
So here he comes. The gold medal to be decided here. It's a white flag. But is it any better than 5:37? Well, he's our 200 meters champion for the Asia-Oceania Championships. That board used absolutely perfectly.
The medals will be presented by Yukio Seki, the technical delegate of the Asia-Oceania Championships, and Roger Getzman, the head of competition for the IPC Athletics Technical Committee. Bronze medalist representing Kazakhstan, Islam Salamov. Silver medalist representing India, Admil Kumar.
So Admil Kumar gets the silver medal for this men's 200 meters T13.
Gold medalist and Asia and Oceania champion representing China, Lu Wei.
And Lu Wei of China gets the gold. Now, just to let you know, Madi Moedakuchi of Iran, who finished third in this, he's been disqualified. There is a medal for bronze for Islam Salamov of Kazakhstan. But obviously, as he finished fourth, I don't know, maybe he's left the stadium, but he wasn't available to pick up his bronze medal. But Salamov gets the bronze for Kazakhstan. This is Admil Kumar getting the silver for India. And gold for China, again, for Lu Wei. So as you can see, the flag of Kazakhstan is waving, even though the medalist wasn't here to pick it up. But very good work for Islam Salamov, who gets the bronze, but Lu Wei another gold for China. Yamamoto's won the gold in the long jump, the final event of the day. 5:07 the best for Yodapedagi of Sri Lanka. That was his final attempt, having had 5:37 in the fifth round, so Yamamoto is our champion. So can he go even further? 6:05 is best, and that is a red flag. So Yamamoto has the victory. A lane violation in the 200 meters for Madi Mordikuti, by the way, so disqualification for him, and Islam Salamov of Kazakhstan promoted to bronze. Now that final was an hour ago, so Salamov presumably has left the stadium and doesn't know his good fortune. Yamamoto, the twice world champion and Asian Games champion, is now the Asia-Oceania champion too. Rain continues to come down. Now we have a couple of medal ceremonies to round things off then. And this is for the men's shot put F40 and 41.
Bronze medalist representing China, Wang Wei.
Wang Wei of China with the bronze. The championship debut for the 25-year-old.
Silver medalist representing Iran, Saya.
Finished fourth in the javelin final, Sadek Saya on Monday, but now he has silver in the shot put.
Gold medalist and Asia and Oceania champion representing Iraq, Wildan Nukhailawa.
So the Asian Games champion from Incheon of 2014 and who won silver in the javelin here earlier this week is now the Asia-Oceania champion. For Iraq, Wildan Nukhailawa.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you're able for the national anthem of Iraq.
So victory in the men's shot put for Iraq.
Oceania Championship medalists.
So another victory for Iraq in this Dubai Police Sports Stadium for Wildan Nukhailawa. Four medals they've won here this week, and that's their second gold. And this day three days to go. All of the sessions starting here at 4 p.m. local time. Hopefully the weather's a bit better here tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's 5,000 meter T13. Please welcome the medalist.
Final event on the track today and the longest of the week, the men's 5,000 meters T13. And just the gold being awarded in this Second place was Ali Alahi of Iran, who lost his T13 long-standing Asian record set 10 years ago to this man. Broke it by 18 seconds. Ramkaran Singh, 16 minutes, 15.47 seconds. The new Asian record, breaking the mark of 16:33 set by Ali Alahi in Kuala Lumpur in November 2006. Still a minute and a half outside the world record, which was set in 1995 by Said Gomez. But here we go, the champion of Asia and Oceania, Ramkaran Singh of India. So another gold medal performance for India. And as we leave day 3, they've claimed 6 gold medals in total. As we were saying, the sessions here generally running between 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if you find yourself free for the next 3 evenings, you'd be more than welcome here at the police stadium, just alongside the airport, on the city side of Dubai Airport. And then the Fazza Grand Prix coming at the end of next week. So there we go, the end of the third day, bar 1 ceremony, yet to come. And the final flags being put up. This should be for the men's long jump then. T42 and 44, where Sri Lanka have a couple more medals. It's actually been their most successful event. They've won 8 medals so far, Sri Lanka, which is the 5th highest overall, along with Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates. 1 of those gold, and 7 of a different colour. Long jump was a very good competition, as it turned out. Ultimately not a huge amount of switching round in the medals, but the danger was there all the time. Yamamoto taking the gold for Japan, and Sri Lanka with the silver and bronze. Japan with their 5th title here. Only India with 6 and Iran with 8 have won more gold medals, and only India and Iran with 16 each have won more medals overall. Very wet day 3 here in Dubai. I thought it never rains here. Guess it does. few highlights from earlier today. Must have been another excellent day 3 here at the Dubai Police Stadium. Papua New Guinea now claiming an impressive 2 gold medals here. So Oceania being very well represented by Regina Edward. Shot put one today, discus yesterday. Ramkaran Singh with that new Asian record of the men's 5,000 meters T13 of 16:15:47. Some of the highlights of day 3 from Dubai 2016. Some of the main scenes of day 3, and Mohammed Pouzi taking another success here. World champion over 100 meters and now the Asia-Oceania champion as well. Asian Games long jump champion too. That's T36. Medals for 42 and 44 about to be presented. In terms of the major championships, the Europeans coming up in June in Grosseto in Italy. Very well-known historic track, and the Paralympic Games in Rio in September off the back of the Olympic Games. Well, there we go. We will be back tomorrow for day 4 of Dubai 2016. I'm Will Downing, and until then, good night.